as a result, I've just kind of kept it down to the 2098 or whatever it is, just so that I don't forget. Every now and then I try to remember to go back in and adjust my settings, because when I do fly these little VFR flights, I do tend to turn on my cloud shadows and all that stuff, because that stuff is more fun to enjoy on VFR flying. But if you're ever going to fly a tube, then you have to turn all that stuff off, because excuse me, especially with prepared, that will create a nightmare. So definitely, you know, you have to remember to do the trade-offs for sure. Okay, interesting comment from Bay Medic. He says, I will say I recently passed my instrument check ride, and I must admit, without having FSX and the Pilot Edge network, I think it would have taken me much longer to finish. FSX can be used for whatever you want it to. Absolutely. Thank you. I'll give you a hand on that. Yes, absolutely. And you know, I think as a self-training tool, I mean, imagine, let's say you take two people, Guy A and Guy B. Guy A wants to learn how to fly, so Guy A goes straight to his nearest airfield and starts taking flying lessons. Guy B has been flying Microsoft Flight Simulator for 10 years. Who do you think is going to be the guy who's going to be most proficient? Now, Guy A could be very smart, fast learner, but Guy B has already logged thousands of hours in a flight simulator. So yeah, I mean, FSX, call it a toy, call it a game, you can call it whatever you want. It's still a flight simulator that you can log hours in, that is that is very realistic in terms of what you can learn. All of the gauges are where they should be. They're going to tell you what they should tell you, and the environment scenarios that you're in are going to be very, very similar to that of real life. The only difference is you can't feel it. There's no motion. That's the only real difference. But you know, the gauges in the simulator aren't going to lie to you, and that's the great thing. So congratulations, by the way, on passing your check right, Bay Medic. And Rolio says the same thing. He's learned so much from FSX that he can use, or has used toward flight training. Very good. Rolio says the funny thing is, I know more about the 737 than my instructor, who was doing the MCC in a 737 sim. Oh wow, that's, you know, hey, those PMDG products are no joke. I'm not gonna lie. I think there are a lot of you out there that could probably jump into a 737, fire that thing up, and fly it from point A to point B. I really believe there are a lot of you that can do that. I don't think I could do that, and I sure as hell wouldn't try. I wouldn't put my life at risk, or anyone else's for that matter. But I think there are a lot of you that could. I mean, you know, for me, when it comes to flying, I do it the cheap and easy way. There's no point in me having a PPL. There's just no point, because and congratulations to those of you who have all gone out and got one, but my opinion is this: if I'm never going to fly for a living, number one, there's no point in getting a PPL, and if I don't own my own aircraft, there's no point in having a PPL. The amount of money that it takes to get it, and then of course the cost of the license and everything else, and then you want to have insurance, you know, all those things, the cost of that, and then on top of that, you don't have an airplane to go fly. It's like having a driver's license but not owning a car. I mean, at least you can go rent a car whenever you want, but renting a car and renting an airplane, those are two different things. And renting an airplane is a whole hell of a lot more expensive than renting a car. So unless you're wealthy or very, very well off, there's really no point in having a PPL. For someone like me, there's just no point in having it, because I don't own a plane. I'm not going to go rent a plane. I can't go through the processes of renting a plane. For what purpose? You know, there's just no point. And I don't need to have a PPL in order to have the experience of going out and flying an airplane. So the best thing to do is you can just go out to your nearest airfield, and if you go to the same airfield every time, which is what I do, if you keep going to the same airfield and they know you by name, you're still going to log hours. No matter what, you're still logging hours. You're still paying for it. They're still going to give you credit for the hours. So They start to know you by name. They know what you can do. You're just simply not, you're not paying for the flight training. You're just simply paying for the time to be up in the plane, like introductory flights or whatever. You still get the same pilot over and over. The more and more you fly, the more and more likely they're going to let you take over. The more and more they're going to let you do the taxi. They're going to let you do the takeoff. Eventually they're going to let you do the landing, do your touch and go, so on and so forth. You can still have the fun of flying. Granted, you have someone sitting next to you. You're not out on a solo. I mean, unless you really are going to continue to go through with it. But for me, it's like every excuse me, I think my cough medicine's wearing off. Every 3 to 4 months, get a couple of hours in a plane. What does it cost? $200 for a couple of hours, whatever it is. You can go up. They'll let you take off, fly, and land because they know you're always there. They're certifying you hours, and that's great. What do I need to own a license for and pay all those? I'll pay all that money for something that just doesn't make sense. Now, if I'm going to own my own airplane, then yes, it makes sense to have a PPL. Or if I'm really looking to have a career in flying, then yes, you need to have a PPL, and then you want to go out and get your multi-engine, you want to go out and get your jet time and all that. But if that's not really a goal for you, there's just no point in having it, and that's why I personally have never gone for it. But Flight Simulator kind of just fills the gaps. So you figure every 3 to 4 months, you go out, have 2 or 3 hours of real flying time, and then you fill the gaps with the simulator. And that's, I think, is a perfect trade-off. It's a perfect trade-off, and you still get logged for hours. So if at any point you change your mind, you decide, you know what, I'm going to go the rest of the way, great. You know what, I've already logged 80 hours or whatever. I can go and do my solo or whatever it is. So I mean, that to me is a perfect trade-off. And for those of you who feel like you can't get into an airplane unless you go to unless you're striving to get your pilot's license, that's not true. Just go to your nearest airfield and say, hey, I want an introductory flight or whatever, and they'll there's $100 for the hour or whatever, and go up there and then go back the following weekend. Here's $100, and they're like, oh, you're back, okay, well, we'll let you do a little bit more this time. Let's go a little bit in depth. Then go back, a couple of weeks later. Oh, you're back again. Okay. Well, we're gonna let you do this. We're gonna let you do that. So you get the best of both worlds, and that's what I do. So that's what works for me, and because there's just no point in having. I'll have this great license in my wallet, and it'll be useless because I don't own a plane. It's not like I can just go to the airfield and take off whenever I want. So for me, there was just never a point. So. I've never checked out Pilot Edge, but I've heard nothing but the best things about it. So I've heard some really, really great things about Pilot Edge. So it's okay, Baymedic, if you're promoting it, not a problem. I mean, if I had heard negative things about it, I'd say, whoa, simmer down there, buddy. But Pilot Edge, it seems like it's a terrific product for flight simulation enthusiasts. So definitely, I've heard nothing but great things from everyone that has used it, developers and enthusiasts and people that I know. So by all means, yeah, it sounds like a great product. I'm limited in time in terms of how many things I can get involved in. So as a result, that's just one of the many things that I personally haven't been able to check out. Just scrolling through some comments. Willie says you could timeshare a plane. That's still expensive. I still wouldn't do it. And the problem with timesharing is the plane has to be available when you need it. So it's not like the difference between timesharing a plane and like timesharing a corporate jet. The corporate jet comes with pilots. You don't fly the jet, you fly on the jet, so the jet can be repositioned. But if you timeshare a plane and you block off a certain amount of time for the plane, whatever other owners have it, they have to make sure that the aircraft is delivered to whatever airport that you happen to be at. I mean, what if the other co-owner lives in Seattle and you live in San Diego? A lot of that stuff can be really complicated. And again, unless you really do plan on flying around a lot, to me it's just too expensive. You've got to fill that thing up with fuel again anyway, and it's not like exactly like filling up a car with gas. So It's just too expensive. I'd rather just pay for a few hours and let them deal with the maintenance and all that stuff. Not even you know, have to bother with all that. All right, let's go ahead and dive back in here. Pull back. Uh-oh. The sun is coming through my window. Track IR is getting upset. I think it's time to replace that those leggings that I have covering my Track IR. And if you don't know what I'm referring to, basically if you take your wife's stockings or her leggings and if you cover up Track IR with it, it blocks the sunlight if you have like bright light behind you. I wrote a tutorial on it, so if you pull it up on airdailyx.net, you'll find it. But this one I think is getting a little stretched because every now and then it kind of acts funny. So we are starting our descent. Make sure the guy should have sound. Yeah. And of course our autopilot here is a lazy way to fly. The lazy and easy way to fly. And usually when I do flights on streams, this is how I fly. I guess you could say that I have a phobia of not doing something right. Some of you people can really rip people apart. I mean, some of you guys are terrific, but you know, there's a lot of people out there who consider themselves, you know, they literally write themselves their own pilot's license for flight simulation, and when they observe someone not doing something correct, it's, you know, it can you could take a lot of flack. So I just go right off the bat and fly the easy way and save all my charts for my own time. Okay, and passing through 11,000. Actually, we're just over Yakima, Washington right now. So this is the part of Washington where it sort of gives way to desert-like conditions. Sort of desert terrain right in between there. Why am I seeing these funky clouds here? This is weird. You know what? I did install the Prepare 2.5 over the top. But I didn't lose a lot of my add-ons a lot of people lost when they installed the update. And now I'm starting to think that maybe something didn't install properly, because I'm seeing these 2D clouds again, and I'm starting to wonder if something didn't install properly. That's the first time I've seen that. I'm actually starting to wonder if it didn't install properly, because I just saw 2D clouds. That's weird. So I likely didn't do something right. So I'll need to go back in and take a look at that and see what happened there. Very interesting. And someone wrote that I should just get a Sport Pilot's rating, which is half the cost. And you know, it's funny that you mention that, because if ever I get to the point where I have the funds to do something like that, I wouldn't mind owning something like an Icon or something like that, where all you really need is that sport license. That's like that sort of rating. That's something. Then I would go for a license like that. But again, I still wouldn't bother doing it unless I owned an aircraft, because what's the point of owning a license if you don't have an aircraft? That's still kind of the way that I see it. And I just don't see myself going out and renting airplanes. I just don't see myself doing that sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, owning something like an Icon, which is an aircraft that's like, what do those things cost? Like 100 grand or something like that? No, I don't even think they cost that much. What do Icons cost? They're like 70 grand. It's like the cost of a BMW is basically what they cost. If you were to finance if I were to like finance an aircraft like that and own it, then yeah, that'd be great. That'd be a great reason to go out and get one of those sport licenses. Absolutely. Rolio says $100 to rent, solo rent an aircraft. Really? $100 what? An hour? Let's see here. $100 seems pretty light. Yeah, the only reason why I don't fly VATSIM is those things are just too many rules. I don't like to play by the rules, but Air Daily X is going to we are going to start doing some group flights. I'm going to start setting up group flights and stuff on digital theme parks. So for those of you who are interested in doing some group flights and stuff, I'm going to do some live streams, and while I'm streaming, do some group flights and stuff. Should be a lot of fun. So I am going to have some information about that coming up. You might have already seen the TeamSpeak, the little TeamSpeak icon on the news page. That's half of it. And I'll have more information coming up probably later on today or tomorrow. Later on today or tomorrow, I should have the rest of the information for you guys about that if anyone's interested in doing it. So I will update the site once I have that fully sorted out. Alright. And we are getting kind of close to our destination now. Try to see if I can pull through the rest of the comments before we get there. And by the way, how come no one has made an icon for FSX and P3D? That icon, I have to admit, well, that was a lot of fun to fly that little thing in the in Microsoft Flight. It's a cool little airplane. I'm kind of hoping somebody's going to come around and make one. I was kind of hoping someone would have done it by now. Maybe like Lionheart. That'd be a good contender. Or I don't see Coronado doing something like that. But or maybe Iris. Maybe Iris would do something like that. But yeah, I would like to see an icon for FS. But those icons, like when I first saw them, saw the on their website, they have like the brochure or informational video or promotional video, whatever you want to call it. And when I first saw that, the first thought to myself was, oh my God, an airplane that I could actually own. I mean, honestly, seriously, I mean, I wouldn't buy a C-172. Just, you can't get one new, really. I mean, it's you know, you want to get one probably used and you know, on the cheap, if you will. But that's just not a fun airplane to fly. Like, I mean, I wouldn't go out and buy a C-172. That's not fun. I've flown them. They're boring. I mean, they're great for training, but I wouldn't want to like go out and buy one for fun. But you know, like a lot of those light sport aircraft, like what's like a cool light sport aircraft, like the Legacy, for example. You know, those are like fun little sport planes. But something like the Icon, I mean, that's something where, I mean, that's like a jet ski, but it's a plane. You know what I mean? And we like to go out on the lake and jet ski. So just imagine being able to go out on the lake and having something like that to kind of fly around and have fun with. I mean, that's something you can really have fun with and enjoy, and you know, loosen up with. You know, and they're not that expensive. You know, so I mean, you can own a plane, and you know, and it's, you know, it's not expensive to own. You know, so But yeah, that's when I break the lottery. Because I'm telling you right now, if I could afford an Icon, I'd go out and buy an Audi S8. I mean, I wouldn't spend it on the plane. I'd buy the car. But anyway. But I will say this though, I always liked the Skycatcher. That's one plane I'd probably like to buy, because the Skycatcher isn't very expensive either. But I think they stopped making those now with those Chinese airframes. I think that Skycatcher is done, unfortunately. But the Skycatcher is a plane that I do like. Yeah, Piper Sport's a good one. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, I really like Lancer kit planes. I think that would be. I probably wouldn't get the Legacy. I'd get the other one. What's the other? The Lancer. It's the what is it called? I can't remember, but it's a 4-seater. I would get that one. I mean, if I were to get an airplane of that size, I would like to get a 4-seater, because that's a plane, you really can fly overnight and bring your family sort of thing, as opposed to just like a 2-seater. But I don't think that qualifies as a light sport, though, does it? Even though it's the same weight? I don't know. That's a good question. Because I think they're like almost the same size and weight, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna punch through this cloud. Yeah, Ross is here. Yeah, that's some mic, huh? Well, actually, the mic was my Christmas gift from the wife. This is actually not a high-end mic. It's actually a low-end mic. I think this mic's only like $200 or something like that. And I didn't see it coming either. But I guess she realized I needed something better than using the PC mic that I was using. And the sound quality is actually really good. So I'm quite happy with the sound. But all this add-on crap that you're seeing here, I got this on Amazon. This arm. This I got on Amazon for $30. This pop filter I got at the Guitar Center for $10. So this is all budget stuff. None of this stuff is really expensive. I'm signed up for Amazon Prime, so everything is free shipping, and you can get free shipping same day. I can buy something. Literally, I bought something Sunday morning at 2 a.m. and it arrived at 5 o'clock in the afternoon on a freaking Sunday. Incredible. That's Amazon Prime. That's amazing. You can get deliveries same day on Sunday, and it's free. And it's free. You can't beat that. It's $100 a year, but you also get the Amazon Video app, so you get access to like hundreds of movies and TV shows and stuff, and that's like included in the price. So yeah, we signed up for it just to see if it would be worth it. Actually, the real reason why we signed up for Amazon Prime is because Amazon delivers groceries now in our neighborhood. Like, we see all these green Amazon trucks delivering groceries to all our neighbors, and so we're like, oh, that'd be cool. We can just like have our groceries delivered and be real lazy Americans. And then as it turns out, you have to pay like an additional $400 to get the grocery service. So I'm like, oh, screw that. No. Now that's $500 a year. So yeah, so we decided screw it. But since we already paid for Prime, we figure we'll keep it, because we got it for Christmas, because you get like a 30-day trial. So we said, well, you know what, we'll sign up for Christmas for the 30-day trial, because a lot of the Christmas gifts that we bought on Amazon. And so we figured, you know what, we can always just cancel it come January 1st and get all the free shipping. And then after January 1st, we're like, actually, this is pretty handy, so we'll just keep it for the year. So we went on ahead and kept it. But yeah, got all that on Amazon Prime. But yeah, no, you're not looking at some expensive equipment there, Ross. This is all cheap end stuff, low end stuff. Yeah, I got other hobbies. I can't blow everything on FS. Okay. Alright, we are getting close. See if there's any last comments before we do the approach. Oh, Captain Gummo says, I thought you hate driving. Why buy an Audi S7? Well, I drive a 6-speed turbo Passat, and don't get me wrong, I didn't say I hate cars. I said I hate driving. That's two different things. I freaking love cars. I watch Top Gear. I got car magazines. I mean, I love cars. I just hate driving. And to be more to the point, I hate city driving. But, you know, doing the Vegas trip, you know, doing the, you know, trips. Actually, I don't like doing the Vegas trip. We like to drive up to San Francisco, stuff like that. You know, when you're out on the open highway, it's a lot of fun to drive. You know, it comes back. But the day-to-day stuff, if you lived in a city like Los Angeles, which is hell with traffic, it can take you 2 hours to get 10 miles. I mean, seriously, you will hate driving. And the thing is I like to consider myself a confident driver. When you take a confident driver and you put them on a road with a bunch of people that don't know how to drive, that come from various countries, Middle East and all this, you know, Asia and all these other places where there's like no lanes on the roads, and then they come here and then they get a driver's license, and then, you know, suddenly they're driving along with these rules and things, and they haven't fully acclimated. It can be really frustrating because you're taking all these different personalities and all these different driving skills and you're shoving them all in the same freaking street, and someone like me, who is a skilled driver, has to kind of navigate around these freaking people who are slowing me down. So, and if I sound frustrated, it's because I am. Let's kill the autopilot now. So that's why I hate driving. It's because I hate city driving, and I hate driving around different drivers who are not skilled. That's what I hate. But when it comes to where's the airfield? Hang on. There it is. I'm actually going to circle around and land the other direction. But I love cars. Don't get me wrong. I love cars about as much as I love airplanes. In fact, I always wish someone would come up with a Top Gear show for airplanes. That would be great. Yeah, the city driving is hell. I tell you what, the last time I felt reinvigorated with driving was oh, come on, Tri-Car, don't do this to me now. I rented a car in Belfast, up in Northern Ireland, and I drove down to Dublin, and it was my first time driving. Oh, come on, don't do this to me now. I'm gonna have to pause it and get up and close the window behind me if this is going to continue. Oh wait, yeah, shit, doggone it. I'm gonna have to get up and walk away. Alright, I gotta get up and walk away. Hang on. I hate pausing it. I never pause a simulator, but it's like we're gonna play this game now that I'm trying to freaking land the airplane. Alright, it's probably a little bit darker, but shouldn't be too bad while I sort this out. Okay, let's kill the pause. Boy, I tell you, there's nothing worse than hitting the pause button. Alright, got my sound back. I need to pull up on that stick before I go into the terrain, don't I? What was I talking about? Oh, I rented a car, and it was my first time driving on the right side of the car, left side of the road. And that was probably the best driving experience I ever had. The first 10 minutes was confusing as hell, trying to figure it out. And then you have all the roundabouts and how to merge in with the traffic and all that stuff. And after 10 minutes, I swear it was the funnest thing I had ever done in my life. It was terrific. I mean, for the first time, again, I loved driving. And because it was Ireland, going between Northern Ireland and Ireland, you know, it's just the what is it, the M5 or the whatever it is, the motorway there. But you know, it's mostly countryside, so you're out on the open road mostly, and there's like no traffic at all, and you really can just enjoy the drive. And so that to me was driving reinvigorated again, and that was the last time I think I felt just so excited to drive a car. It really was a terrific experience. But day-to-day driving in LA, I can't stand it. Alright, Come on now. System is processing. Come on. Let's get out of it. System is processing something, and now I'm getting these little stutters. Come on, let's not play these games, please. Come on. Come out of it. Come out of it. Okay, I think it's out of it now. I think we're good. Alright, good. That's better. That's more like it. The thing I like about this airport is it's sort of situated down in this valley, and you have these high hills on all sides. So it really is a lot of maneuvering around in this little valley, which is a lot of fun. And the airport doesn't have a straight-in approach. You've kind of got hills on both sides, so you kind of have to angle in your approach and kind of come in along these hills, which is a lot of fun. I always enjoy a challenging approach. So this airport was definitely a good idea. Alright, now last night I overshot the runway, and Captain Gumbo got to watch that, and I'm sure he enjoyed every minute of it. And the reason why is because this is a very short runway. This aircraft comes in with a lot of power, and so you kind of need the assistance of the thrust reverse in order to work, and it wasn't programmed in. After I had to go back in and reprogram FSU IPC. So yeah, when I pulled back on the throttle, I didn't get reverse thrust, and I didn't have enough braking power to slow down. So that was a lot of fun. Nice looking valley there, nice vista. Try to see up over the panel here, so you can see that approach. Very nice. And this time I know there's not an aircraft on the runway, but that runway marking toward the center of the runway almost makes me think that there's something there, even though there isn't. So I got fooled by that yesterday and wound up going around when I didn't really need to. Ooh, I'm coming in really hot. Watch the touchdown animation. Very nice. And we got the thrust reverse this time. Yay. Oops, why am I touching the yoke here? Ah. I find that using differential braking is really more effective than actually trying to turn the rudder. Because this thing just has so much power. Actually, you know what? This is what I really need to do here. Let's go into low idle. There we go. That's better. Now I give it a little power. Ouch, that was kind of a tight turn there. I think one of the things I like most about this little airfield is the custom vegetation that was used for it. This is some of the better vegetation that I've seen from Orbix thus far. It's really nice looking vegetation. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of a rundown in terms of the aircraft. This is basically what you get out of the box. Let's put those flaps up, huh? Landing lights off. Very small airfield here. Come on, give some power. Come on, turn around for me. Ah, too much power. Ah! Jeez Louise, it takes it a minute to slow down, doesn't it? All right, we'll leave it there. I love this. I love the shutdown sounds. Very nice. I love the sound of that. The way it shuts down. It sounds really nice. And let's open our door. Turn off that beacon light. And so there she is. So once again, full written reviews are going to come for this aircraft. So do look for those. As a matter of fact, I have a couple of reviews that I need to publish on Air Daily X, and those will be published this week. So definitely look out for that. Got some interesting stuff coming. So the Duke is up for review. So once again, this is just kind of this has just been released. So here's something more than a trailer or a product page to help you kind of get a look at it and see it in action. I'm not the best pilot out there, but hopefully I've done a good enough job at least to show off the product and show you just how truly good it is. The guys at RealAir are incredible at everything that they do. And, you know, I only have one negative thing to say about RealAir. And this is a negative thing. I wish they could do more. And what I mean by that is, I mean, when you look at the quality of their products, I mean, could you argue that they're the best? I mean, you got Coronado, you have Alabeo, you have Milvis delivering some really decent stuff, especially like with the King Air 350i. As a matter of fact, do I have the 350i installed? Let me see if I have that thing installed. So Milvis is really making a really big impact on the community. Actually, let me not let you sit there and look at a blank screen. I've already gone over my 2 hours, so let me see if I have the 350i installed. You know, Lionheart is making some cool stuff. Iris is making some really cool stuff. What are they working on right now? They are working on the the jet. What is that jet? That jet thing from the Pilatus. The Pilatus jet, I think they're working on. So, I mean, there's a lot of really high quality developers out there, but RealAir, I mean, they really do stand on their own 2 feet. But the only downside is I just wish they could release more aircraft. I mean, could you imagine if RealAir released aircraft like in the same sort of way that Coronado did, where they were able to just crank out like 5 or 6 add-ons a year? I mean, wouldn't that be just, I mean, I think that'd be killer. It really would, because they're just so damn good. But you know, unfortunately we don't get more than we have, but I'm certainly thankful for what we do have. While we're sitting here, let me see if I have the 350i in here. I think I do have it installed. Where is that thing? I'm not going to fly it, but I'll just kind of show it off to you really quickly, because I know a lot of people are like wondering, when is it going to get released? And I have the latest build, actually, that was just released. I think it's under M. So it should be up. Is it under Milviz? 350 Milviz. Oh, that's the MD530, which I'm going to be showing off very soon. I might actually get to that today. Where's the 350? MD530. Okay, you know what? Let me just type in 350i and see if something comes up. Oh, you know what? Wait, no, I think I need to type in King Air. K-I-N-G-A-I-R. Oh, I think there needs to be a space. A-I-R. King Air, that's Lockheed Martin. Oh, I thought I had it in here. I really thought I had it in here. 350. Nope. M-I-L-V-I-Z. Let's try that. 530F. Oh, darn, I really thought I had it installed. You know what? Maybe, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Let me, oh, you know what? Wait a minute. So I really want to show you guys, if you obviously if you haven't signed up for the beta for the 350, I want to just show you Milviz is really is going to be, they are like the next big thing in smaller aircraft. I mean, in terms of, you know, like the Coronado size stuff that they usually make. The 350 is insane. It is absolutely insane. Wait, that's a 530 King Air 350i. Oh, here it is. Let me see if I can install that. I don't know why I thought I had it installed, but I didn't. I'm going to install this real quick. I just want to show you the quality if you haven't seen it. It's kick-ass. I mean, it really is. Let's see. Okay, prepared V2. I'm just installing it now. I thought it was already in there, but it disappeared. I just to show you on a quality scale how good it is. Let's see. Ross says, beautiful little airport. I think so. Wonder when DeAndre is going to get that TeamSpeak set up. It actually, like I mentioned a little while ago, if you go on the news page, you'll see something there that says TeamSpeak. So we're like 90% there, man. We're like 90% there. We are like almost there. And like I said, I should have the rest of the information for you before the end of the day, it should be on the news page. I'm like almost there with the TeamSpeak. Let's see. Yeah, they are redoing the Legacy V2, which I'm really excited about. That should come before the end of I hope it'll come in a few months. I really do hope so. Okay, let's go back to desktop. And let's see if I can find it. Let's see. Yeah, the differences between RealAir and Coronado are, I mean, visually they're both beautiful, but RealAir, like I said, RealAir really does aim for more of a professional type of crowd. Let's see. Let's go back to M, right? Because I think it's under Milviz. Let's close that. Milviz, where are you? I'm still looking at MD530. All right. KING AIR. Oh, now the C90 is popping up. Why didn't that pop up before? There it is, the 350i. Oh, there she is. Yeah. Let's see some of the liveries they got here. I'm probably going to run out of memory now that I'm doing this. This is kind of stupid. Yeah, now the textures aren't going to load. All right, let's load that up. Let's see if we're going to run out of memory. Let's see if I can get away with this. The Milviz King Air is beautiful, and it's going to have full, well, actually, I shouldn't even say going to have. It has full systems. And let me see. Let's go full screen. What is this point of view that I'm stuck in? Oh, there we go. On a visual scale, it is just as beautiful as any, actually, hang on, as any Coronado toy that you have. I mean, they have matched Coronado in terms of like visual aesthetics, and in some places they've actually surpassed Coronado. I'm just going to turn these off. I like the let's just get around here, look at some of these quick details. I like the nav lights. Take a look at the nav lights here. I'm going to switch the nav lights on here. Oh shoot, what am I doing? I got to turn these off. There we go. So there's your nav lights. So that's the strobe there. Very nice. I mean, on a visual scale, beautiful looking aircraft. Ah! Wait, stop right there. I have a camera on. I gotta turn off the camera. Okay, now you can come in. Hello, sweetheart. Ooh, you've brought donuts. Oh. Are those for me? Yes. Yay. Okay. So yeah, on a visual scale, it's remarkable. I'm going to take us on the inside really quickly because I'm going to end the stream here in just a moment. But there's a 350i, beautiful looking aircraft. And like I said, I mean, they are right on par. As far as the external visuals go, they're right on par with Coronado. I mean, and that's what I mean by when I say like Milviz really is the next big thing in that regard. Let me get my track hour real quickly. I'm just going to show you guys the inside. I mean, just take a look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's see if we can turn some lights on here. Actually, I probably need to change the time of day for you guys to really see that. And it has a fully operational flight management system. Let's see if I can turn that on real quick. Let's see. Oh, is it down here? Ah! I really have to tilt my head down here so I can see. I'm like really straining my neck to get down there to see. I will get a full stream of this aircraft soon, just to kind of show you the visual aspects of it, because we were talking about RealAir and kind of their position in the community in terms of the quality that they're delivering, and just wanted to kind of drive home that Milviz is, I'm telling you, Milviz is a contender. They are getting ready to be a very, very strong contender. Let me see if I can move around the oh, I can't move around the cabin because I don't have my Warthog up. I mean, just look at the seats, look at that carpeting. I mean, just super, super quality add-on. Let me change the time of day real quick. Let me see if I can show off some of the lighting. It's still, I don't even know if it's, I think they said it's still in alpha, or is it in beta now? Not really sure. Let me see if I can just change the time and season real quick. Let me see if we can show off some of that internal lighting real quick here. See, pilot displays. No, I don't think they're going to come on. I don't think they're finished with the lighting yet. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, no, I don't think the lighting is I don't think that's ready to go just yet on the interior, because I don't see it coming on. So, and that's emergency light. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that came on. Let's see. Master lights are on. Everything is set to bright. Everything is set to bright, but I might be missing a step in here somewhere. Let's see. I don't think there's any other internal lighting in here. Yeah, I think a lot of the lighting is still being worked on. So no full lighting yet. But anyway, just like taking a look at that panel, taking a look at the quality of the interior here. I mean, Milviz is getting ready to be a significant contender in this market for this size aircraft. So this is something to really keep our eyes on as well. I know a lot of people are like, Milviz is taking you guys so long to release stuff, but I mean, they're really trying to deliver products that deliver. You know, they don't want to release something with a bunch of bugs. I mean, if it's not done, it's not done, and you know, they don't want to release something that is, you know, a half-ass product. So in the case like with the King Air 350, I mean, they really are, you know, striving to deliver a high-quality add-on. And so you really can't blame them that it's taken a while. But a lot of people, they really don't want, you know, sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of people don't want the you know, fun to use car and auto type stuff. A lot of people, they really want kind of the realistic full systems modeling, and that's what this aircraft is going to deliver. So more information on this as Milviz presses into the beta. I did recently do a post on Milviz. I just can't remember if they said this was in beta already or if it's on its way into beta, but just to kind of show you just the level of quality that they've been working on. I mean, you can't say that's not awesome. So there'll be more of this as the weeks go by, and I've got a lot of other stuff to show off. So anyway, it's been a long stream. Thanks for sticking out and hanging in there with me. I know that we ran into a few issues. It seems like I always run into some kind of doggone issue during one of these streams. So my apologies for that, but hopefully, at least for the legacy It was informative, and I hope you buy one. Definitely support these developers because, you know, they only come out with add-ons once in a blue moon, and they're currently in the process of revamping all of their current fleet. So we definitely want to support them and keep their income coming so that they will continue to be motivated to deliver more. And like I said, we are going to have some really detailed written reviews coming up, so do stay tuned with that. Going to take one last look at comments. Let's see. So there's some questions about the TeamSpeak. So the way the TeamSpeak is going to be set up, it's not going to, well, it's kind of hard for me to give you definitive information at this point because I don't have all the information yet. It's something that's being worked on, but I will say this. It really is going to be a trophy environment. It's not like you're just going to get the TeamSpeak info and then anyone can just jump in and start chatting. When you go in, you're gonna be greeted by someone, and they're gonna fill you out. They're gonna fill you out before they give you any access to come in and chat with me live. So, oh, the battery just went out. Look at that. So yeah, it's not gonna just be a free for all. So I mean, because obviously the goal is to keep it troll free. So. The way it's set up, the little bit that I can kind of tell you is in the way that it's set up is. You'll go in and there's going to be some people that are going to greet you first. So it's not like you're just going to jump in and just say, oh, fuck you, yeah. No, it's not going to be like that. No. So but and we want to keep it friendly and outgoing for everyone to come in and chat and have a good time. So, but I just don't have all the info yet. But like I said, should have it today. Going to press through the rest of the comments quickly. How many people will be allowed in? I don't know. I think you can. I don't know what the limits are gonna be. I think you could probably get 15 people, 15 maybe 20, depending on the circumstance. But again, I'll have more information on that soon. Let's see. Oh, you guys want to talk about the F100? I have that too. Should I go through? You know what? I would show you the F100 right now, but I haven't downloaded it. This was already downloaded, so it was easy for me to just hit the installer, but I haven't downloaded it. But you know what? I will do a stream and show it off a little bit for you. I will do that. Just give me some time. I will show it off for you, though. What else? And Ross is saying an Air Daily X fly, and that's what we're going to do, Ross. In fact, we're looking at doing like weekly events, like every, I don't know, we'll pick a day, and in that day of every week we will do an event. And on Air Daily X, I'll have a separate topic where you guys will go in and decide where we're going to fly to, where we're going to fly from. A lot of the flights are probably going to be stuff like this, like the King Air type stuff. If you guys want to do like full IFR stuff, we can do that too. Basically, you guys will just start typing in what you want to do, where you want to fly from, where you want to fly to, and then we'll organize the events based on that. So yes, we are going to do some fly-in, group flights, stuff like that. Let's see. So yes, we are definitely going to be doing that. All right, so other than that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. It's been a long stream. It's 12 o'clock. I went far longer than I wanted to. I wanted to show off another product today, and I may not now be able to do that until later on tonight because of the time. So I went a little bit longer. This whole thing took longer than it should have because this was going to be, I only wanted to spend like an hour and a half with the Duke, and then do another 30 to 45 minutes with the other product that I wanted to show off today. But everything got pushed back with some of the issues we had with the stream. So I'm probably still going to come back on later on today. I will let you guys know. I'll have the information up on the blog. I've got to catch up on today's news, and I've got to do other stuff. So wife is home, so I gotta go. But anyway, guys, I'm always glad to have you on. and I'll have more information for you later on today. So just keep hitting that news page on airdailyx.net, and I'll have more information for you. Okay, so glad you guys could come on board. It's always fun. It's always me running my mouth, but soon we'll be all able to talk to each other, and I think it'll be fun. Looking forward to hearing some of the opinions of you guys too. For once, someone can come on and argue with me, because I'm not always right, God knows. But anyway, I'm going to take off once again. It's been another fun stream. Hope you liked the Duke. Hope you found it informative, and if so, go buy it. Support these guys. It's a terrific product, and it's a lot of fun. And you know, do stay tuned for our written reviews for that coming up soon as well. I'm signing off. Hope you guys like the camera, by the way. Hope the picture and everything is good and you guys are enjoying that. And I'll see you guys for the next live stream. So until next time, I will see you all later. I'm out.